Hi everybody, welcome back to the All Things Good channel and to another video, Vlogmas Day 12. Can you believe it? I can't believe we're at day 12. I'm sounding a little bit like Renee Zellweger. My mannerisms are very Renee Zellweger at the moment. I don't know why. I've probably gone mad because we're 12 days into Vlogmas and I don't know who I am anymore. Maybe I am Renee Zellweger. Shout out Emily. Anyway, welcome back. Get a grip, Paul. Get a grip. Right, it's Monday evening. I have been at work today. Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays are my work day, but I break up this Friday. So please bear with me this week. I have got a lot of work to do at work this week. I've got a lot on in terms of mom, actually. So I'm going to try and keep as up to date as possible, but I'm having a bit of a wobble tonight, working out what I'm going to give you in terms of content for tomorrow and Wednesday. Worst case scenario, if I don't upload, I will post and explain why I haven't got enough content, because I don't want to give you rubbish, really. I want you to sit and enjoy what's happening. But I assure you that after this week is done, I am all yours right up until Christmas Day. But I've just got to get through this week, and Vlogmas is really tough, especially when you're working. It's not so much the filming, it's the editing and putting together the video at the end of the day to get it uploaded in the evening for you. That does take a lot of time and a lot of work, and I'm sure you understand. But I'm going to try and keep with you as much as I can this week, or I might just do some, might be very shorter videos. But if for some reason I can't post, or there's not enough content to give you one day, I'll double it up, give you the next, but I will let you know if that happens. Still thinking about doing a YouTube live, maybe one day or one evening, but never done it before. I need to have a look into how that all works and how you can join in with me if I do that. So, and I've got to make the time to sit down and work out how that happens. Anyway, back to today. Let's get back in the moment, because that's the only way I can cope. So I am now going to bake some brownies, but I'm not going to show you them today. I'm going to put them in tomorrow's vlog. My goodness me, because who knows what tomorrow will bring. Hopefully there'll be a video tomorrow evening, but well, there will be, because at least you'll have some brownies whether they work or not. But let's get back to today. So I've been at work today. So I've done a little video of me before I went to work this morning, and I've also managed to nip to the garden centre after work just for a few minutes. So let's finally get into today's Vlogmas video, day 12. Hope you enjoy it. Happy Monday to you. Hope you are all well. Today is a work day for me, so I'm just getting ready for work, and it is snowing outside. It looks beautiful, but it's going to make the journey a bit longer this morning, so I will need to give myself an extra 10 minutes. I don't work too far away from home. It is about a 10-minute drive, but it might be more like 20 minutes this morning, so I shall hurry up a bit. But I've only got 3 days in the office this week, and then I break up, but it's a really busy week. So please bear with me. Please bear with me. It might be that I might miss a Vlogmas day this week. I don't know for sure. And I'll try not to, but if I do, I shall let you know why. It's probably just because I can't film on the days that I go to work because there's nothing to film. But I will try and do my best and give you some content of some description. I've just brought you a little bit closer to me so we can chat. So yeah, I will do my best to keep on top of things this week. But once this week is done, we can breathe. And yeah, so I will be off from the 16th to the 3rd, I think it is, of January. So it's going to be a lovely break, which I'm really looking forward to. But I was thinking yesterday about carers, and especially at this time of year, and the people that sometimes get forgotten are the carers, whether it be nurses, nurses, doctors, or nursing home nurses, or whatever it is, or people like me who are registered carers for an elderly person. But equally, I'm so fortunate because whilst I am mum's registered carer and her main issue is her short-term memory, she is still at the moment able to live by herself to a degree. So she can live by herself, she can wash herself, she can cook to a degree, she can still clean her house a bit, she still irons, even though I do worry about her doing that. But obviously she is very reliant on me for so many other things. And it made me think, who cares for the carer? And what I'd really like to do in 2023. I must do this as we talk, otherwise I should be late for work. And there isn't anybody else around that can look after mum, or do the things with mum that I do, which is a bit unfortunate. But everybody needs a break, don't they? And I would love to have a break. And up until COVID, and whilst I was still in a relationship, I used to have 3 holidays a year. So there'd be one weekend break, which was my birthday weekend in January. And then there'd be 2 holidays, one with my partner and one with the kids. But the kids are older, they're doing their own thing, they've got their own friends. Adam's at uni, so that's kind of changed. Even though Grace and I went away with mum, didn't we, to Devon in September this year, yeah. But I'd really love a break, and I don't know how to do it or what we can do. What I'd really love to do is go to the States and see my cousins in New York. That's a long way to go without someone watching over mum. But even if I only did it for 5 days, like did a quick flying visit, I'd love to do it. And I mentioned it to mum yesterday. I said, what do you think? And she said, yeah, we could do that. Bless her. I love how positive she is, and her thought process of, she can still do anything, but I know that she can't. She'd never cope with travelling in the airport. She wouldn't be able to carry a suitcase. I couldn't carry both. She'd never cope with the journey or anything like that. So whilst I love her positivity and that she feels she can do it, she can't. So I don't mind taking her to Devon or doing something nice and having a weekend away or something like that. But I can tell I need a break. It's been a very full-on 12 months for me, as some of you know, and I just need a break. I'm ending the year doing the wonderful Vlogmas with you all, but I've got ill. It's all come crashing down a bit, and I just know that I need a break, and I need to figure out how to do it. And I have lots of plans for 2023, however, and one of which is I'm going to be opening an online store. So watch this space. Can't tell you much about it at the moment. It's still in the progress, the conception stage. We're just designing the website at the moment, but hopefully I should be sharing with you and selling some of my favourite home decor bits and pieces and things like that. So I'm looking forward very much to getting that set up and carrying on with this channel. And I'd also really like at some point to meet somebody and have a relationship and a companionship. But I don't really go anywhere to meet anyone. So no, I don't really go anywhere to meet anybody, and I'm a bit cautious. I don't particularly want to do dating apps. I think that could be risky, and perhaps a bit of a playground for the opportunity of meeting another narcissist, and we don't want to do that now, do we? But yeah, I mean, it'd be lovely if somebody came along, but equally they would have to know and be prepared for the fact that I'm very busy caring for Mom as well. So there's a lot of interaction there, and of course now she's in such a routine. The days that I see her, what we do, where we go, and why she'd be open to me meeting somebody, don't get me wrong. She was only talking about it yesterday actually. She said, oh, you will, this will happen, or that will happen, and whatever. They would have to, you know, be supportive of the time that I have to spend with Mom. But I guess the right person would be. So, yeah, it would be lovely, but it would have to be right. So I'm not in any rush. I've also got some house things that, money depending, I'd like to do. Well, the first thing I'd like to do, if I could save a bit of money in the new year, is I'd like to get a new set of camera equipment, because I currently film my vlogs on an iPhone and I don't use any lighting, I don't use anything. I've kept it very basic, and that's because of affordability, and also I wanted to see how the channel went and if anybody likes it and if it's worth me doing, and if I've enjoyed doing it. And I've done it for nearly 12 months now and I'm loving it. So I think it's worth me investing in some camera equipment. So if you've got any suggestions of the best vlogging cameras and equipment to use, I'd be very grateful, but also the easiest. I'm not very techie, but I edit and everything on my iPhone, and I want to be able to do it on my laptop really. I think it would be easier, and to use different software programs for, you know, the uploads and what have you. So that's a plan. And then in terms of the house, if I can, I'd really like to change my lounge furniture, which is a mix at the moment of various different house moves. I've still got furniture in there from when I was married, and I've been divorced now for nearly 14 years. And there's a piece of furniture in there that was Mum and Dad's from the house, which actually could be painted. That's the bookcase. That was in my dad's office, and my dad loved it, so I wanted to keep it, but it doesn't go. But I could paint it. But there's the, you know, the sideboard and the TV stand. And my television will be, how old's Adam? 21, 22. Oh my God, my television will be 23 years old this year. The one in the lounge still works fine. I'm not changing that until it goes, until it dies. But I would change it if and when it does, obviously. But I'd like to change some of the furniture, and I'm going to have a big declutter. So I am going to sell some stuff and donate some stuff as well. I want a big declutter. I've got too much, and I've been a bit too sentimental with some of Sarah's things. And the one thing Sarah always used to say to me is use everything. Don't keep anything for best. When's best? When's best going to be? Sometime in the future? We don't know about that, do we? We don't know how much time we've got, or time is our most precious commodity. So why keep it for best? What's best? Let's just use it. And she's right. You never know what's around the corner. I also want to get the garden looking really beautiful this year. I made a start, next year rather. I made a start this year, as you know, with all the new fences, and I painted the decking. Remember when I painted the decking in, was it 36-degree heat or something, one Friday that I had off work? That was funny. Dried quick though. But yeah, work on the garden, make that lovely, get used to that hot tub, which I'm definitely not going in just yet, as much as it would be fun to use it over Christmas. it's too cold to get it up and running at the moment. But we'll see what the next couple of weeks brings. So that's me all ready for work, makeup wise. I need to do my hair, get dressed, and I shall catch up with you later. So I've just finished work, day 1 of 3 down, done and dusted, and it is about 20 past 3 now on Monday, and I start work quite early in the morning, and I don't take a lunch break, so I work straight through so that I can generally leave work about 3 o'clock, which means I can go straight from work to Mum's house and check that her day's gone okay and that she doesn't need anything. Sometimes I pick up a bit of shopping on the way home. She needs, you know, fresh milk or something like that. So she doesn't need anything today. But what I'm going to do is, before I go and see Mom, I am just going to nip to the garden centre because I haven't been for a couple of weeks and I feel like I'm missing out, and they could have some new Christmassy things, and it's too cold to go and pick Mom up and take her back and come back out to go to the garden centre. I think it's too cold for her today, so I'm just going to go and have a little sneaky peek before I go and visit her and just check that we're not missing out on anything. I was going to say not missing out on anybody, maybe Father Christmas is there, but check we're not missing out on anything. So I hope you've all had a good weekend and you're not getting too stressed, as it's now the 12th of December. I can't believe how quick this is all going, and I'm chasing my tail a little bit now, but it's okay. Once this week is done, I can start to relax a bit. I'm going to have a bit more home time. I'm going to do some baking, and don't forget I've got collaboration with Tony Interior. We're going to be doing our Nutella tree. So that's going to be nice, a little video for you. So there's things in the pipeline, but I just need to be at home. I need some time and I need to be at home. And actually I'm looking forward to enjoying it and resting and having a little bit of time for me and the family. And the other thing that's happening that I can't wait for is a week tomorrow, so next Tuesday, which I think is the 20th of December. My lovely son Adam is coming home. He's just booked his train ticket for the 20th and I can't wait to see him. I haven't seen him since September, and that was only a fleeting visit because I took Mum and Grace down to Devon for a few days, and Adam's down in Devon at university. So when we were making our way back from Devon, we popped in to see him, and we just went out for lunch, so we were only with him for about 2 hours, and then we came home. So I haven't seen him, well, by the time I do see him, it'll be over 3 months, which is a long time. He's been super busy, he's doing really well. He's loved university life, and actually I think he's going to go back in September for his 4th year. I think he's now thinking of doing his masters, so he could have another couple of years at uni. But he loves being in the south of the country. He absolutely loves being in Devon, so that's all going really well. But I'm going to have him home from the 20th until New Year's Day. On New Year's Day, he's then flying off to Dublin with his girlfriend for about 4 days, I think. They're having a bit of a trip over there, over to Ireland, and then he comes back to me for about 3 or 4 days before he then goes back to university, and then I'll have to make a plan to go and see him in New Year. But let's just go and have a little look at the garden centre and just check we're not missing out. can't have one because my lounge is on a second floor because I'm in a 3-storey house. So you'd never get it up the stairs. Look at all these, aren't they beautiful? And the smell. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love it. Maybe I could have a little one downstairs. We've got the pop-up tree this year though, haven't we? Pop-up tree. I love the garden centre. All seasons. Christmas is just magical. They've got a Santa's grotto and I can't go in it obviously. I've got no child with me. Though I'm probably the biggest child that's here today. But I was going to see if I can see Santa's grotto. But I love the garden centre at Christmas. Beautiful plants. I mean, I can't keep my plants alive in the winter. I just kind of ignore the garden during the winter. It's too cold to be out in it to do anything with it. That's the thing. I'd love to. But I can't be in the cold. It's not for me. Wasn't allowed in Santa's grotto. But I did have a chat with the lady. Sorry, with the elf on the door. Oh, it does look lovely. I wish I had a child to go with me. Anyway, I picked up this set of 3 LED candles in grey. And they've also got these in pink. So if you've got a blush pink theme this year, they're lovely. So I'm going to put the batteries in that. They take AA batteries and I know exactly where they're going in the hallway. So that was a nice little find. Everything else is pretty much as it has been. So I think they are stocked with everything now that is going to be this year's display. But this garden centre, Dobbies, which is a chain, they always have a really good January sale. And so I intend to bring Mom as soon as Christmas is done. There's often been years, this has changed hands a few times. It's only been Dobbies for a couple of years. Before that it was called Wyvale, and before that it was just Shenston Garden Centre. And we have always found some lovely Christmas things in the January sale. And it's shocking really, isn't it, the way that happens. I mean, it can be like the next day, can't it? And it's like 50, 60, 70% off. So we will definitely do that when it's a January sale. Now I need to go to Mum, see how her day has gone, and then get home and stay in the warm, chill out, have some dinner, and I feel a Christmas movie coming on. So that's it for today. Vlogmas day 12 is done and dusted, and I am now baking brownies ready for tomorrow. So until tomorrow, Vlogmas day 13, stay safe, stay in the boat, keep doing all things good, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.